Hi guys, in today's video, you'll be learning how to integrate WordPress with SendGrid. To begin, we'll hover over Mail Opt-in and we'll go to Integrations. And here you just want to make sure that you have your SendGrid API key installed. So we'll find SendGrid on the list. And if we scroll all the way back up, we just want to enter our API key here. Now to get your API key, go to SendGrid, go to Settings in the menu on the left, click on API Keys, click on Create API Key. Next, name it, select your permissions at the bottom and click Create and View. Alright, so once your API key is created, you can go ahead and copy it. Then go back to WordPress, paste it in the field and click Save Changes. Alright, now after saving your changes, you'll need to go ahead and select a verified sender. So I'll go ahead and select mine and I'll click Save Changes one more time. Alright, so once we've saved our changes, we'll go to Opt-in Campaigns on the left. We'll add a new campaign. We'll call it SendGrid and we'll choose a template. Alright, so here we have a preview of our pop-up and on the left we have our customization options. For example, in the design tab, we can adjust our opt-ins width. We can also use this drop-down menu to select display effects for this pop-up. And we can also add a background color, border color, and custom CSS if we need to. We can also click on the headline on the pop-up to customize it. Here's how we hide the headline. We can also edit its text right here. And there are options as well to customize its color and font. Now, if you want to customize your description, the same process applies. Simply click on the description tab and make your changes. The next item we have here is note, which we can see right here in the preview. So if you need to, you can go ahead and customize this as well. All right, so next on the list, we have fields, and we can use the first option to add custom HTML to customize our opt-in. You can also remove the fields and display only a call to action button. By default, we have a name and email field. Let's add a custom field. We'll call this one city. We'll keep the type as text and we'll just go ahead and change the font to match the other fields. So we'll use this font. Okay, now we'll change the color to black and we'll also go ahead and make it required. All right, so moving on, we have an option to customize our button. We can edit the button's label. We can make changes to its colors. For example, let's make the background color green. If you want, you can change the font and add a URL. Okay, now moving on to the configuration tab, we have an option to hide the close button. We're also closing the overlay by default, and there's an option to add a sound effect when the opt-in is displayed. We have cookie duration options and an option to remove mail opt-ins branding. Okay, so let's move on to the integrations tab. And here we can choose to keep our leads in mail opt-in only, or we can connect a CRM or email marketing software. Let's use the menu to select our integration. We're using SendGrid. Now my SendGrid email list is called Mail Opt-in, so I'll select it. We'll click on Map Custom Fields, and I'll just go ahead and look for the city field, and we'll map it to the form city field. All right, now if you want to, you can go ahead and configure your after conversion actions. We have a success action, which displays a success message. You can always go ahead and choose a different success action if you need to. If you want, you can edit the message. You can also configure an autoresponder. You can also add an email address to receive notifications when a new lead signs up. And you can also add a success triggered script. All right, now finally, we're going to be moving on to display rules. And this is where you can determine where, when, and how the opt-in shows up. So in my case, I'm going to select after X seconds. So I'll activate the rule and I'll make it so that after 4 seconds, the opt-in shows up on the page. So that's it for our customization. I'm just going to go ahead and click on Save Changes. And I'll turn the opt-in on by toggling this switch. All right, now we need to test out our configuration. So let's go back and I'm going to open this website in a new incognito window. So according to our display rule, the pop-up shows up after 4 seconds. So here it is right now. I'll quickly enter some random information and submit it. Now in SendGrid, we'll go to our email list. I'll just refresh this and I'll click on Mail Opt-in. Here we have the subscriber that we just added. Alright, so this is how you integrate SendGrid with WordPress. Now, this integration offers way more than what we just demoed. For example, we can send our subscribers a roundup of our latest posts, or we can send them a post notification every time we publish a new post. So back in WordPress, if we go to emails under mail opt-in, we'll see 2 automations that I set up previously. We can add a new one by clicking on automation, and here we just need to enter a title. And then we can go ahead and choose either a post notification or an email digest. Select a template, and then you can begin customizing your email. Now, if you open the settings tab and you scroll all the way down to recipient, you'll have an option to select SendGrid as your email marketing software. Alright, so you can find full tutorials on mail opt-in's automation features in the description down below. So, hope this helps. See you next time.